Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready.
Let's go. Right.
The give to the tailback. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
To the air, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Collins. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll take it himself. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's McKinnon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. All the way in for the touchdown.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line, out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sparks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the air, it's Barnett. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Quarterback keeps it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. He's past the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying play action. Going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. Big fella moving. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And they're in for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on second down.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Moss. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll move the tight end. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Temple. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The toss to the outside. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires into the end zone. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
With the catch, it's Moss. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Temple. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Fakes the grab. Trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Scrambling away. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it and get what you can get and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third, and he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Rushes on him. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught. It's Pfeiffer. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Good enough for a first down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over. First and 10.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the...
Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Griffin. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he will house it.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Houston. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Caught near the sticks, it's Ellis. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten the speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on 3rd down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down when I come.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. Down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. it's Collins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads it left. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Military, stunt. Got it. Offset. Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. This is now a 7-point game. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sends it back in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Whips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that swing pass is basically just an extension of the run game, trying to get the back out on the perimeter of the field, but nice job by the defense making the tackle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over.
We go.
Gonna run it. It's Moss. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Single back formation, and they give it to him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter, and on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. If you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. To throw, it's Barnett. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Pfeiffer. They finally get to him. But what a play there pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. To the air, it's Barnett. Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride at the 15. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. Got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Pulls and fires complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
1st and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Griffin. Makes the grab, it's Burrell. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the back. Using his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. It's Pater late in the game. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm gonna...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up, you're taking it the other way, and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Sparks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. Oh, what a with a big gain. Has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Now on the move. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or